The female lawyer knew full well that the contract her husband handed her was a trap. Once she signed it, her personal property would become joint marital property. This way, her husband could make her leave the house with nothing. Yet she still pretended not to know and signed it. Later, while her husband was away from home, she quietly installed 100 cameras around the house. She successfully collected evidence of her husband's infidelity during the marriage. Finally, she went to her friend's company. In the name of a top lawyer who had just returned to practice, she accepted a 500,000 yuan deposit from her husband. She agreed to help him with the divorce lawsuit. The husband's family, having made thorough preparations, thus felt they had the game in hand. They immediately showed their true colors. The mother-in-law was even more eager to throw the woman's things out of the house, but unexpectedly, as soon as she opened the door, she met the woman who had come home. However, the mother-in-law didn't change her expression at all. When faced with the woman's questioning, she said she just wanted to sweep the garbage out. She also said that if the woman knew what was good for her, she would leave on her own. The woman pretended not to understand and asked what she meant, but before the mother-in-law could answer, the husband arrogantly came out with his lover. He told his wife that he had filed for divorce in court. The trial would be in 3 days. The woman pretended to be very shocked. She asked why they were getting a divorce. The husband, with a look of disdain on his face, saw it. He was now the vice president of the group. A useless housewife like her was not worthy of him. The husband's younger sister also chimed in, saying the woman had been mooching off them at home for 5 years. It was already very kind of them to let her go now. Upon hearing this, the woman retorted, all the money spent in the family over the past 5 years was hers. Even this house was her premarital property. If anyone had to go, it was the husband's family. But upon hearing this, the husband laughed. He immediately took out the trap contract he had made the woman sign the previous day. He said the house had now been transferred to his sister. Upon hearing this, the sister became even more confident. She declared on a spot that if she pulled the woman to leave, she had to leave.
这么着急啊？你们是不是没看过我签的到底是什么？
Upon hearing this, the husband immediately checked the signature on the contract, only to find that the signature section said do not agree. At this moment, the husband realized, when he had made his wife sign the contract the previous day, he had been too guilty to check it carefully. As a result, the woman had found a loophole. Seeing this, the whole family flew into a rage. They reprimanded the woman for daring to trick her own husband.
就允许你们算计我，我都不能维护自己的正当权益了。
Although the husband was angry upon hearing this, he was fortunate to have a trump card prepared. So he proudly announced he had already hired the top lawyer who had just returned to practice. This lawyer had a record of 200 consecutive wins in lawsuits. The woman was sure to lose the divorce case in 3 days. She was also destined to leave the house with nothing. Upon hearing this, the woman did not argue. Instead, she told them to wait and see in 3 days. In the blink of an eye, 3 days passed. The man's family waited at the court entrance but never saw the lawyer. Just as they were extremely anxious, the woman appeared wearing a lawyer's robe.